Okay, so we're talking about FX. Now I just put out two other sounds we were playing around with out of the way. What I did is I just created an audio track, just called it XXXXXXXX. Obviously that's not not a track, so it kind of stands out. And then we've got our other tracks there. So you can do that from time to time. If there's stuff that you're not using, either put it right to the top and then just create like a little, a big bar here. So what is FX? Well, let's have a listen to an example. I want you to have a listen and see if you can hear some whooshes and whoosh, like ups and downs and little rises, beeps, and so you can hear some chimes in the background. And then you can hear this whoop, 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 but it's not really a pitch, it's more of just an air or a noise specifically. So what do you think the purpose of that is? Well, I mean, it adds texture, it adds interest. FX is adding to the texture of the piece of music, and it's telling the listener what's about to happen. It's building anticipation, which is essentially what dance music is. It's a nice groovy tunes to boogie down to, but the purpose of FX is to communicate the anticipation towards the next event in the song. So have a listen. You can hear the FX really coming into the focus. Classical riser. And then you've got the drop. So, we'll try and do something similar. So let's go Control T, and we're going to make a new audio track. Put it right at the bottom. I just like to put my audio as white, and I like to call it FX like that, keep things nice and neat, although we haven't really been doing that here. Let's go clap and copy that to drum rack. Yep, that's the kick. Yep. Okay, that's all looking alright. I like to have my basses as brown as well, just because, brown bass, why not? Anything you can do to make your life a lot easier when you're staring at 50 tracks or so. I like kicks to be black because, I don't know, black stands out. But anyway, personal preference, it doesn't really matter. Alright, so let's go find some FX. So I want like a whoosh kind of a sound. Ultimate FX by Sonic Academy is a really good one if you're looking for just a classic audio FX sounds covered. Let's go for some sweeps, and let's get one going. Let's go up. Yeah, that could be cool. A short one. Yeah, I think that kind of sounds nice. Alright, so that's obviously way too loud. And it is taking up a lot of the frequencies that the other tracks are, so let's put a filter on it. Now it's pretty dry, so let's put some reverb on it just to make it sit back in the texture a little bit more. Gonna go these presets that I'm a huge fan of. They're from the this is the Valhalla Room VST, and it's a preset from Freshly Squeezed Samples. It's very handy to have, you know, presets of particular instruments, and then you can tweak them. It saves a lot of time. So see how it sounds much further away? It's not as in your face, it's just kind of there, and we've taken it away from affecting the bass and the kick and all the other elements. So let's see what it sounds like. I'll dial it in. Always a good idea with FX, because you don't want to overdo the FX. It's just the icing on the cake, you know. It's just the, yeah, it's not the main focus. Cool, that sounds alright. Now I haven't really done much of an arrangement yet, so let's just, I mean, obviously this isn't a huge song, it's just a bit of a basic one to get some principles going, but maybe let's start off with So what I'm doing is I'm creating tension every 4 or every 8 bars, and every 8 bars is the most important one. So here we've got 3, 2, 2, 3. So that's a little intro, then we're into it. 1, 2, 3, 2. And that's 4 bars of this section. Maybe I'll create a bit of tension to see what's coming up. Let's get rid of that last kick, just so we've got a bit of contrast. You don't want to have your kick every single beat, because it gets a bit, oh my god, just, you know, have some variation. Now we're kind of bringing in a lot of stuff all at once there. I don't really think we need our drums in, or maybe just, I don't know, maybe just one of them. No, that's a bit hillbilly. 1 and 2 and... yeah, that's alright. And where's our... why does that sound so bad? Reverb. Cool, there we go. So I've got a few little sweeps there, and we're basically essentially just introducing elements one at a time, every 8 bars, trying to make a little bit of a break here before each section, and creating a little bit of anticipation with our FX. I just want to do a little bit more FX, because I mean this is super basic, but let's get, there was that quick up before. Maybe let's pop one of those in. Don't put, if you got a new FX, put it on a new track. Don't don't put this there or wherever, because it makes it really annoying for mixing if you're wanting to, change volumes of your, what should be called FX sweep and FX up. Oop. Okay, so same kind of deal. Let's it does save time if if you know you've just done something on a track, just copy it to the other track. So I'm just grabbing this, holding control, and then just dragging it over, and because I kept holding control, it's still here, and it's now been copied to here. So feel free to do that kind of stuff, rather than just, you know, constantly digging around for audio effects and everything, and then you have to go find the same ones again. I don't think I'm going to use much on this one, and probably not for a, maybe for a sweep. Let's see what it sounds like. Yeah, it sounds okay. Pretty aware that this isn't really in the same key as what we're writing. Sometimes if you just get the bass going, have a play around. That sounds better. Yeah, that sounds okay. Make sure we change the other ones so they're the same. Whoop, what happened there? We went up 2 semitones. Alright, now let's copy that one to here, and that one to here. Good. Alright, so here is our song arrangement, with our little sweep going into the main bits. I don't think I'll put it there, it's probably a bit too intense, so maybe let's put it there, and yeah, there and there. Okay, here we go. Cool. Now another thing you can do with arranging, probably one of the most enjoyable parts of writing electronic music, is that you can change the timbre of things. Now I alluded to it before about this cutoff, the magic cutoff switch. And you can see that this this little red bar changes as I move this around. So if you want to automate this, in other words have it happen automatically, then move around whatever parameter you want. So you can do it with any button on here, and then it'll, you know, the resonance will change. Let's just leave that where it is. We'll just change the cutoff. I think that's a cool place to start. Maybe even a little smaller. Yeah, and then we put a dot on it, which means it stays there. And then we can ever so gradually get a little more intense, open up the sound a bit, change the tone color, and get it a little bit more intense to build tension to the next part of the form of the, you know, the next 8 bars. So you get this kind of a thing.